Good morning. I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network, and it's time to take a look at your midday livestock trade with livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. And Kyle, what can we expect to see for another day of holiday trade?
Well, that's a good question, Lacey. Kind of concerned here if live cattle can hold these gains here. We keep bumping our heads up against this 231 area, but just can't quite seem to get above it now. Stubbs losing ground to April, the April losing ground to June, June losing ground to August. So it tells me that the Packers really aren't really too active here as far as wanting to get some bids out there. They're not going to the futures to get anything secured. Now, we did see some 229 bid out there in Kansas, and that did get passed. And then there's another major here in Nebraska, so they wouldn't have a bid until tomorrow. So I'd expect them to have a bid here probably, sometime around the noon hour. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. But we did see the feeder cattle index. That's going to take a big drop here today, down $7.96 to 348.04, with the daily average of 349.63 on 6,949 head. Now, we did see a decent sale there yesterday in southwest Missouri, and that made up the majority of the daily at 345. There's a sale barn in Iowa put in a few at 369. And I think there's a sale here in Missouri that has a decent run here today, but didn't hear of really any bids or offers for live cattle yesterday. And I do look for something here to surface today here as far as in the north, but I think they might try and wait till tomorrow for the most part here before they try to get anything bought. I think after the first of the year, we could see the feeder market pop a little bit, but then, we're going to be looking for some buyers, I think, come the second half of January. As far as the live cattle go, if this box beef market ever does find the bottom here and start pushing higher, which we were lower here yesterday afternoon, it's going to be a little bit tough here, I think, for the Packers to be wanting to bid up higher money. So I think there's going to be kind of a tug of war going on out there. I don't think the Packers are going to be too reluctant to let go of some margin should they get some back here, Lacey.
Well, thank you, Kyle. That is livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted for a look at your midday trade here on the Rural Radio Network.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Alex Makovica with the Rural Radio Network. Because of the incredible support from our listeners, the Made Right Here holiday boxes are completely sold out. That means hundreds of Nebraska-made products found their ways into homes and real dollars going back to small businesses across our state. That's what this project was all about. We'll keep spotlighting local makers, entrepreneurs, and family-owned businesses in new ways as we move forward. So stay connected with us, and thank you for choosing to support Nebraska right where it's made.
Good morning. With a check of your markets, I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network. Corn and soybeans are moving in sideways fashion today. Corn is slightly lower, beans just barely higher, and wheat about a nickel lower here. We're seeing low volume trade ahead of another holiday this week, and there isn't a whole lot of news to make any big moves in the market. The USDA did report some flash sales of soybeans this morning, 5 million bushels to China and 8.5 million bushels to an unknown. There are more rumors that China may have bought over 500,000 metric tons today, but that will need additional confirmation. And soybean oil is trading a little higher, with crude up slightly on the day. March corn is down 1 3/4 at 440.5. May down 2 at 448 3/4. July down 2 1/4 at 454 3/4. January soybeans up 3/4 at 1050 1/4. March up 3/4 at 1064 1/4. May unchanged at 1075 3/4. March Chicago wheat is down 2 at 511. May down 2 1/4 at 522 1/2. Kansas City March wheat down 3 3/4 at 523 1/2. May down 4 at 536 1/4. January soybean meal is down 140 at 297.40. January bean oil up 19 cents at 48.97. February live cattle are up $1.67 at 230.65. April up 170 at 231.22. June up 190 at 226.07. January feeders up 277 at 349.77. March up 307 at 344.75. And April up 302 at 343.45. February lean hogs up 95 cents at 85.42. April up 77 at 90.17. And class 3 milk for January is up 16 cents at